Greenlight Kings of Crunch Series 4. I have a brand new sealed box from Greenlight, and we're going to be doing a full unboxing and review of all 6 vehicles in that set. In the background, I've got my previous Series 1 and 2 Greenlight Kings of Crunch monster trucks out for display. I also have a few exclusives in here, and I've got a couple more to open up for you in a future video. Series 3, I did not collect that series. I found that a lot of the trucks I already had, just with different paint jobs. I did get this Boss version of the Chevrolet K10, which I'll be opening up as well today, just because I really like the colorful paint job on that one, and the light bar. But we're going to start this video off by opening up a brand new box. These are new at the time of filming, August 2019. This box is sealed with the factory Greenlight tape. It does not appear to be disturbed, so there is a good chance of a green machine in there. Let's get cracking. Alright, time to cut the factory tape and see what awesome trucks are in this mix. I do know that we're going to have the Blue Thunder version 3, I think, with the big wheels. I believe that's a new casting as well, but we'll know for sure in just a moment. Nice. I'm going to go straight for it. I can see it already. This is probably my most highly anticipated truck in this wave of vehicles. We've got the 1996 Ford F250 Bigfoot. And boy, is it a Bigfoot. Look at the size of those wheels. This is the first time we've seen these wheels from Greenlight. Maybe the last time for any vehicle other than a Bigfoot truck, as these were Bigfoot's special custom-made tires. And on the back, you're going to find all 6 vehicles in the set, so the back of each packaging is going to be the same. We'll just go through each of those vehicles and open them up after we get them out of this box. Next out, Bigfoot number 1. So, a correction, that was Bigfoot number 5. I thought it might be number 3, but it's number 5. We've got Bigfoot number 1 here, the 1974 Ford F250. This is a clean version. I believe I have this one dirty from the first wave of vehicles. And I do believe those are the same truck. But we'll do comparisons as we get them out of the packaging. It's also quite similar to Series 2 with the smaller wheels. May very well be the same truck as well there, just small wheels. And out next, oh, talking about dirty, look at this. The USA 1 Legacy 1970 Chevrolet K10. Once I get these out of all this plastic protection that the packaging gives it, we'll see that mud a whole lot clearer. And I do believe, yes, I do have a clean version of that from either release 1 or 2. So same truck, just very muddy. That's pretty cool. I always like when they do stuff like that, muddy or rusty vehicles. And what have we got here? 1978 Ford F250 Above and Beyond. Pretty cool. Nice red suspension on that one. Really like the red suspension. Highlighted. So we'll get that out of the package, of course. And 1972 Chevrolet C20 Big Bear. Check out the bear on the back. Looks like a big old badger to me, but that's a bear. And here's a cool one. This one's got flames on it. 1975 Ford F250 Earthquake. Check out the flamage on the hood. Pretty cool. So no green machine, but that's alright. Lots of cool trucks to look at. Gonna get all these cracked open. Let's just get them all aligned here for a quick review of all these vehicles. And there we go. What a nice array of trucks. And they're going to look so much better out of the packaging. Although the packaging is very cool, it is a generic Greenlight packaging for the Kings of Crunch trucks. As you can see, it's the same even in Series 3. No changes to the packaging, so we're not going to spend any more time talking about that. All of the trucks now out of the package, and just look at them shine. Wow, well, with the exception of the USA 1, which has received quite a muddy paint job. We've got the counterparts in the background from the previous sets. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison after we do the full review of these 6 trucks. Well, technically 7, because I'm going to review from Series 3, the Boss, and just because I didn't do a video on that one, here's the other vehicles in that set. If you're looking for them, you can pause on that. That's Kings of Crunch Series 3. But we're focusing on Series 4 today, and for sure the focus is on Bigfoot number 3, or 5, number 5. Doesn't actually say anywhere on the truck that I've seen yet which Bigfoot number it is. And on the bottoms, whoa, it's going to roll away on me. Oh, don't do that. Just check out the rolling here. And I don't know if any of you guys ever collected figurines, action figures back in the day, or still do, but this thing smells like a Star Wars figure when you first open it out of the package. There's just so much plastic and rubber on these wheels. Off-gassing, something beautiful. You just got to give it a big sniff. Also new on this truck, other than just the wheels, you can see there's a significant spacer between the body and the chassis to allow for those huge wheels to fit underneath. Summit Racing. Alright, I'm going to set this camera down, take a closer look at these trucks. It just wants to go. Well, that's the Bigfoot, and probably, as I said, my favorite. Can't wait to see what Greenlight does with this casting as well in regular type trucks, non-monster trucks or Kings of Crunch. But super excited to see what they do with this platform and chassis. Let's go on to another Bigfoot. This is just a little wee one by comparison. I mean, look at the size of the wheels. I think the Bigfoot number 3 used to drive over other monster trucks back in the old vintage videos that I've seen in the past, but this is a really nice piece. And I am going to confirm that I think these two pieces are the same. We have seen this release before with the smaller wheels. So now getting a new chassis. I haven't noticed any differences other than the wheels and chassis on this truck. But a really nice piece to have. And it's also the same piece as the dirty version that we've seen in a previous release. All around exactly the same. And it's you know, I love Bigfoot, so it's great to have absolutely every version possible. Let's go for a little stroll, why don't we? Perfect. Just crushing some old crunchy cars there. Next, we're going to look at the USA 1, and this thing is fantastic with the mud. This mud looks so authentic and realistic. I mean, they must assemble the entire truck, minus the chassis and wheels, and then just splatter the whole thing with brown mud-looking paint, because you can see it's all on the windshield, it's on the motor, it's on the bumpers even, which these are all separate parts. And check this out, guys. I don't know if I've ever shown you this before, but look at the detail at that engine, looking up through the wheel well, those headers coming down with the exhaust pipes. Really cool. And of course, this is the same truck that we've seen previously, USA 1 in the clean version. Just zoom out here for a little bit. Same exact truck, just really muddy. So would be awesome if Greenlight continues with this mud theme. I'm sure there's many other people, including myself, that want to buy a muddy looking version when they can make it look that realistic. Great paint applications. The tires have been rolled in it. The chassis, the first chassis ever I've seen with the brown plastic. And just gives it a really nice look. Let's give that one a bit of a roll. Nice. Okay, the next one up, and probably my, well, I'm not sure where in the favorites we are here, but this is a really nice piece, and it's definitely up there. Love the flameage. It's a really cool truck. Earthquake. And there's just so much detail on these things. I mean, you got to zoom right in with a camera to actually be able to even read it in some cases. So, really nice details. Shiny chrome bumpers. Big straight rolling rubber tires. Everything rolls amazing. These trucks are like probably the best 1/64 scale monster trucks I've ever seen or held in my hands. And actually I can say the best. I would I would definitely be confident to say that. We've got Earthquake going for a roll. Whoa, almost flipped it. Okay, next up, Above and Beyond. This one has a blue enamel paint job. Another big old Ford. Really like, just like the Earthquake truck, we've got some red detailing going on the suspension components, the leaf springs, and it looks really good. So this one has what appears to be like some frosty ice tampos on the side. I'm not familiar with this truck, but a few YouTube searches will probably find some vintage footage of this vehicle, and I look forward to seeing those. Finally, in Series 4, Wave 4, we've got Big Bear with the bear. Let's zoom in on that bear now that we don't have all that plastic in the way. Looks like a big fat badger, but that's alright. Big Bear. Nice piece, really nice piece. These trucks still have the production numbers on them. You can see there's a 0 in front, so I mean, probably produced into the 10,000s, but it's hard to say for sure. It might even be limited to that, and that might just be a standard thing to have a 5-digit code on the bottom. One thing's for sure, pick them up while you can, because if they're in the stores, they won't last long, and then you got a whole new wave of vehicles to collect. That's Series 4 for you, and Series 3, unfortunately, I did not review, and so therefore I'm missing 5 trucks out of the entire Greenlight collection, as I have been picking up exclusives online and whatnot. But this truck really caught my eye. I really like the colors. I'm not familiar with this truck either. It does seem familiar though, because I have watched a lot of vintage monster trucks crushing big old junker cars like these ones. But what I really like about this one is that light bar is just amazing. And check out the details on that winch. Just a great color all the way around. So we'll give you a roll as well, boss. The boss gets a roll. Oh dear. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I've got lots more coming up. Stay tuned and happy hunting.